So you all know that Worksharp is one of the few companies that extend some level of support to our tiny little channel here. However, they did not supply this. This popped into my feed and I saw it, and rather than go beg my way to try to get them to provide one, I just bought it. I mean, I and so I just want to tell that little story because the truth is I really like their products. I have another one over here that I bought quite a while back. I mean, quite a while. A ceramic rod, and I haven't had a chance to get to it. I've just been busy, and you know how it is, man. I just pack stuff in here, and who knows when I'll get to it. And but I did want to get to this because I really like the product, and it's really new to the market. I say I really like it. I think I'm gonna like it. I know I like the field sharpener, obviously the belt sharpener that I run over here, the fixed blade system. I really like Worksharp's products. So, all that said, I've got a knife here that's not very sharp, won't even really cut this tape. And so we are going to run it through this sharpener and see how it does. I'm pretty confident it's going to do well. But yeah, I mean, just looking at this thing, I mean, like I say, it popped into my email feed or my email, and I was pretty excited about it, so I just went ahead and purchased one because I don't think I'm going to be afraid to put it to use. If I can figure out how to get in. What am I missing? I mean, interesting, but I am stumped. Wait, something's happening. I mean, I see it separating. Okay, there we go. All right. It's not near as hard as I thought it was. It's just push that out from the bottom. And then this pivot here is pretty tight, so this isn't flimsy or anything. There's tension on it. Okay. Pretty simple. Now, I think the one I saw may be different than this one. I think it had a 300 and a 600. This one clearly has a diamond and then a ceramic. Unless the ceramic they're considering it 600. Let's look. Well, this doesn't really. Okay, so they're saying that the diamond is 400 and then ceramic. Yeah, I saw another version of this, I believe, that had a 300 and a 600. But this is a 400 and then a ceramic. So, I don't think it's too complicated how to use it. So I'm not going to look any further into it. I believe that it's setting the angles for us like the field sharpener does. But let's see. I think I'll just leave the box right there. Yeah, it looks like I've got angles here to run on this stone. Both ways. Kind of want to figure out how to hold it, how I want to hold it. I think maybe like this. Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to stick on one side. Maybe it's here. I'm going to stick on this side and run until I get a burr. This Ozark Trail isn't super hard steel, so it's kind of by design what I'm doing here. I mean, I didn't necessarily want to, bring any S90V to bear here. This is more of a, I think if, I was in the field and, dressing out an animal and needed to touch up a piece, I could do it with this stone or this sharpener. Calling it a stone, but I mean, I like the edge that it's putting on this side. I mean, I sort of feel a burr across there, but I'm going to run a few more passes here. Because I've said this before, it's not I kind of feel a burr. There's either a burr or there's not a burr. I mean, looks pretty good. I think I'm just going to go for a minute here now. Let's get this burr. Maybe I'll switch and go the other way. It's interesting trying to figure out how to hold it, I guess. Yeah, so I mean, I've got a burr across there. So let's flip it around and go the other way. Yeah, I mean, yeah, so that burr is transferred. So I think I'm going to go back and forth a couple of times just to fine tune this a little bit before I go to the ceramic. Just get that burr kind of prepared for moving back and forth. And I'm going to move to the ceramic. And I believe this would just be back and forth motion because I'm just really wanting to fine tune that edge with the ceramic here. I'm not looking to raise a burr necessarily on one side. I'm looking to remove it from both sides and really hone up that edge. I mean, it's got the little angle guides built in here. Pretty simple. I mean, I've taken quite a few strokes there. Let's see if I can feel anything. I can't. I mean, feels pretty sharp. Let's check it. There's a tiny little piece of paper. I mean, it's definitely sharp. Let's run it a little more here. I wonder if there's by design. No, not really. Because what happens is the handle gets down. I mean, it does kind of, the pocket clip's kind of holding it up, I guess. Yeah, the handle gets in the way, so I think it's meant to be held. I'm going to slow down and be a little more precise in my movements. I think that's definitely something that comes up sharpening is it's easy to get in a hurry and want those movements to be really crisp and quick. Sort of like watching. And I didn't say this, but I actually ran this on a file. Like I took the edge down, you know. And I mentioned this before. I don't know that I need to ever show that because you either believe that I did that or you don't. And even if I show it, you can think that it's camera trickery or whatever. So, but I did dull the knife up. I mean, because I want to know, is this thing functional? I do know that I have a lot of faith in the field sharpener. That thing works wonderfully. Just really trying to fine tune it now. Yeah, so what I was saying about speed is I think that it's one of the things with sharpening. I think it's easy to get into that thing where, we're looking to, like Chef Ramsay or whatever. And I personally have found that if I just go slow and control those movements, they don't even have to be smooth movements as long as I maintain the angle across there, I'm going to get the results I want. I mean, it feels awful sticky. Let's see if we can slice up on this tiny little piece of paper here. Yeah. I mean, shorter video, but on something like this, I'm not expecting the world. This is just something that could go in a pack, hunting, whatever, to get a quick edge on a knife that I need to be sharp. And like if I'm out, if I'm out in the woods and I'm doing chainsaw work, I have a chainsaw sharpener that I take with me too. I mean, I think the question for me is, does this take the place of the field sharpener? So here's my field sharpener, and I mean, this is definitely more compact. It'd be easier to drag around, but I mean, if I've got a pack, I've got this one. I've got a strop. I mean, it's maybe a little more all around tool than the other one because now I can refine it. The other thing is it's got 2 diamond stones and replaceable plates. These are replaceable on this. So if I wear it out, I can buy new plates and put them on here. And this thing is super effective. It's got, I can't remember the grit here, but rough stone grit that can really help me profile and get the burr up. And then a fine diamond to hone it in. And then the ceramic to clean it up. And then a strop to finalize the whole edge. And, I mean, I stropped this one. Just that little bit of time stropping it, and it made all the difference in the world. And so, I mean, I think my answer to the question about this, does this replace this? I don't think it does. This is much more complete of of a piece versus this. And so, you know, if I was thinking, well, which one do I need, this one or that one, I would definitely recommend the field sharpener right here. It's just kind of cool, something you can, I mean, honestly, it looks like you could put it in your pocket or shirt pocket, or, you know, on your bibs or something. If you're hunting, you could put it in that front bib pocket, you know. And would it help touch up an edge real quick? Sure. 100% it would, but it's no field sharpener in my opinion. Anyways, yeah, we checked it out. I'm not even sure what it's called. It's a folding field sharpener. That's what they're calling it. So I guess all I gotta do is look at the box, right? Folding field sharpener, right there. And did it work? Yeah, man, it definitely sharpened this knife up and put an edge on it. Sticky. Didn't take me long. Appreciate y'all watching.